Okay, so the social media ban is coming into place later this year. We're going to see some apps banned for people under 16 like TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, but YouTube is being left off the list. What do you two think of that?
YouTube takes it like a different approach to social media. Like it's not as like back and forth conversational.
YouTube's more geared towards the educational side of it. A lot of schools or stuff use videos off YouTube to help teach their kids or explain stuff.
I don't think that it being excluded is that problematic, so long as YouTube is following its own community guidelines.
YouTube is currently the most popular platform for teenagers, with a survey published by the e-Safety Commissioner earlier this year showing that 73% of Australians aged between 13 and 15 were users. And while YouTube was originally intended to be a part of the social media ban, the Australian government changed its mind in November 2024, saying it's an important educational platform that children, parents, carers and educational institutions rely on.
Someone who comes from overseas and not know how to read and write, and learn from reading and writing, and learn anything, whatever they need from YouTube.
And specifically like science, mathematics, that kind of stuff. They have these great YouTube channels which I used in high school, which helped me in my learning.
We're all in agreement that it does count as an education platform.
Yeah. That's definitely how they like advertise it.
But now, after meetings between the Australian government and Meta, Snapchat and TikTok, these social media companies aren't too happy and have submitted formal responses to the government's decision to take YouTube off the list. Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, says it makes a mockery of the government's stated intention to protect young people. It argues the platform uses all the same features the government says are unsafe for children, including algorithmic content recommendations, never-ending autoplay, and ongoing notifications and alerts. While Snapchat has accused the government of preferential treatment, and TikTok called it a sweetheart deal, and has compared it to the idea of banning soft drinks for kids while exempting Coca-Cola.
Do you think that YouTube counts as social media?
No.
No, why not?
Like, you only go on YouTube to text people and to catch up with friends. Nah.
I think it's an app that more so fosters communities around subjects of interest which the videos are created about, and that's where you see discourse in like the comment sections.
Well, there's comment sections on every video, you can talk between people. It's still a social platform where you have a voice. There's obviously people that take for granted the platform that they have and can spread misinformation, which can be damaging to younger audiences. Definitely it's a form of social media, definitely, yeah.
No, not really. Like, not a lot of people go on there to use it as like to post stories and their everyday life, you know what I mean?
Over the last few years, some researchers found that YouTube's algorithm directs many young people towards content that promotes eating disorders, misogyny and violence, and other harmful messaging. But when it was first announced that YouTube wasn't part of Australia's social media ban, the company said it's making big investments to ensure the platform is safe for kids and teens. And earlier this year, it shared updated features, such as a wider set of topics that could be problematic when watched repeatedly by some teens, like unrealistic financial advice or content that shows negative behaviours. The platform also says it's made bedtime and take a break reminders more prominent and expanded its supervision features for families.
I'd say YouTube is definitely more moderated and more safer for children, but there's still content on there that's probably not the best.
There's still predators in comment sections of videos. It's an addictive platform as well.
I know that there's a lot of like other content on YouTube, but that should be monitored by the parents on what your child's up to in the media.
I think that YouTube still to this day has some moderation problems in terms of flagging some content that shouldn't really be flagged for things like copyright, and then not flagging other content which might be harmful for minors. So I think that in terms of those sorts of things, YouTube should probably consider making some changes to make the platform safer for minors.